Welcome to Outlaw Creations. Today we're going to try to up our game using artificial intelligence. Now, I've already created a really amazing gate, but I want to up my game and see if artificial intelligence is actually going to create something better than what I've already created. And we're basically going to use Xtool Metal Fab and their built-in artificial intelligence to create all of the animals in this new gate, and we're going to add a few extra features. Let's get started. Here you can see one of the first projects that I did using the Xtool Metal Fab. And basically there's 6 different animals in here and probably 20 trees in here, all cut out using the Xtool Metal Fab. This build is different. We're bringing AI into the design process and using the Xtool Metal Fab to turn those ideas into real cut steel. No guesswork, no templates, just straight up custom fabrication. Here you can see I'm cutting out some 14 gauge carbon steel. In this case, it's a bear, and it does pretty quick work of it. This is 8 times speed, but it really does a good job. Now this particular design was not done with AI. It was just a design that I got off the internet, and then I did a tracer program on it. But it really turned out good. It's one of my favorite animals in my gate. Okay, from here on out, all of the animals that I'm going to cut out and all the little features are all going to be designed by AI. And basically, I use Xtool AI and I type in a prompt of what I want. Sometimes I got to do it a couple times, but for the most part, all the animals that you're going to see from here on out are designed with AI. Okay, this is our first design using the Xtool Metal Fab Artificial Intelligence. And all I did was, for the prompt, was I typed in, create a turkey that I can cut out using Xtool Metal Fab. And that was it. And it created this turkey. And I ended up using the first design that they did. And you can see right here my settings are pretty good because they're dropping out pretty fast. But really just, get used to your machine. I tend to be on the conservative side with power and speed. I tend to drop the speed down a little bit. And on these thinner pieces of metal, this is 14 gauge, I'll drop the power down sometimes also. But just get used to your machine and it can do amazing things. Okay, next up was a fox, and my prompt, I typed in create a fox, and this is what it came up with. But I wasn't it had a little too artsy of a feel to it, so I wanted to get rid of some of those swirls. So all I did was type in, make it a little less artsy, and this is what it came up with, and I thought it looked perfect, so we cut it out. And here it is getting cut out. Now in all these animals, sometimes I'll throw in a tree or something to fill in the metal because I need a lot of trees in this project. But I think in this particular case, it just cuts out the fox. And I thought this fox looked really good. You can let me know at the end. I'm going to show all these animals at the end, and we'll talk about the difference between AI and regular drawings that you get. And yeah, the difference is quite amazing, actually. We're going to compare these two gates eventually. This is part 1. So in part 1, we're just cutting out all the animals and kind of showing you the difference between AI and just regular designs. This is also 14 gauge metal, and it's actually doing a pretty good job of cutting this out. There's not as many stuff dropping out, but it's still, when I took it out of here, it actually it all came out really nice. Okay, next up is a moose, and this one surprised me quite a bit. All I did was type in create a moose, and it created this. And I was, when you see this one, after I clean it up and display it, you'll be pretty impressed. But this moose really turned out good. I was surprised. Just the artificial intelligence really worked good. Now, one thing I noticed in a few other designs, sometimes you want the design to be a little stronger. Like it might make stuff that's a little too thin, where it'll be flimsy. But for the most part, these actually I only had to change the fox. Otherwise, all these next designs all finished out without any changes, which was really surprising. And here you can see I'm cutting out some 1/4 inch thick steel, and the first gun right there came right out. Actually, I was surprised how good it cut. Now, cutting out something like this, I kept 1/4 inch steel, I kept the power high, but I slowed down the speed just a little bit. It called for like 20 on the speed, and I put it down to like 16, and it seemed to do a really good job. The second one popped out just as good as the first one. I had to do a little grinding on the back of it. Here I'm cutting some 8-inch steel, and basically this is going to be a part that's going to go on top of my gate. It's a stagecoach and some cowboys chasing the stagecoach, some robbers. And yeah, it's really looking cool. Okay, here you can see all the animals and stuff that I've created. Now, this was the first one that I did with artificial intelligence, the turkey. And I thought he came out really good. The trees are just regular trees. Those I already had. This fox over here, I really thought he turned out really good. Let me know in the comments what you think. But he has great character, and I think when he's just in the gate like that, I think that's going to be nice. Now we won't really know how it compares to our other gate until we get it all done. But this, you can see pretty much all the animals. Now this bear was actually not done with artificial intelligence. I did that a while back, but I thought the bear really looked good, so I wasn't going to change the bear. Now here's the moose. I thought he turned out really good. Yeah, so this would be one gate. The bear, the 3 animals with a bunch of trees. And then basically what's going to happen is so there's going to be 2 gates, 2 8-foot gates, and I'm going to have this stagecoach on the top. And basically on one gate I'll have the stagecoach, and then on the other gate it'll open like that. But I'll have these robbers that are chasing the stagecoach. And then these guns, I haven't decided how these guns are going to go yet. So they'll either be straight up and down on each one of the gates as handles, or they'll be, angled, maybe angled like that, or even, I haven't really figured out how to do that yet. Now you could probably have them separate like that, have them crossed, but it might look cool just to have them go straight up and down like that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyway, this is part 1, and let me show you the difference. So this one wasn't done with artificial intelligence, and these 2 and the turkey were. But let's look at my old. So this was an elk that I did, and matter of fact, I have the same elk in my other gate. But if you compare, like. So if you compare, so you got your 2 artificial intelligence ones, and if you compare them, it doesn't look right now. like the elk looks out of place. So you really need, in my case, this particular gate, all the trees are going to be the same, but all the animals are going to be created with artificial intelligence, except for my bear. I like my bear. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how this one turns out. So far, I'm really liking the design with basically, this will be the top part with the guns on each side. This will be the split of the two gates. And I think that's going to look really good. Anyway, thanks for watching part 1 of Outlaw Creations and this amazing artificial intelligence design gate. And we'll see how it turns out. Thanks again.
There he goes, it's a working man.